Have you ever questioned how you perceive reality? In this vast cosmos, we find ourselves wrapped in layers of perception that shape our understanding of what we call reality. Think about it, our perception is the lens through which we view the world. It's the filter that colors our experiences, dictates our reactions, and ultimately molds our understanding of existence. Now let's dive a little deeper into this concept. Let's talk about dimensions. Yes, dimensions. Those mathematical constructs that help us navigate through space and time. They are the foundation of our perception. We're all familiar with the concept of one dimension, right? It's like a straight line, stretching endlessly in two opposing directions. It's simple, it's clean, it's pure, but it's also limited. There's only forward and backward, no left or right, no up or down. So we venture into the realm of two dimensions. Suddenly we have a plane, a flat world of lines intersecting and diverging, creating shapes and patterns. We have width and length, and a new level of complexity unfolds. But still, no depth, no up or down. Then comes the third dimension, the one we're all intimately familiar with. It's our world of depth and volume, where objects have height, width, and length. It's where we live, breathe, and experience the grandeur of existence. It's where we perceive the world around us in its tangible, touchable, and palpable form. But here's a thought to ponder. What if I told you that our perception isn't limited to these three dimensions? What if I told you that there's a whole new realm of perception waiting to be explored? A realm where the rules of the game change, where the familiar becomes unfamiliar, and the ordinary becomes extraordinary. But what if we told you there's more beyond the three dimensions we're familiar with? Welcome to the world of the fourth dimension. Strap in as we delve into the seemingly unfathomable territory of 4D. Understanding the concept of the fourth dimension requires us to start from the basics. In our everyday experiences, we interact within a three-dimensional world composed of length, width, and height. These dimensions give shape to everything around us, from the simplest piece of paper to the most complex structures. Now imagine if there was an additional dimension, one that exists beyond our three-dimensional reality. This is the fourth dimension. It's not a place you can visit, but rather a way of thinking about our three-dimensional world from a new perspective. Why is it difficult for us to perceive the fourth dimension? Well, our brains are wired to understand and navigate a three-dimensional world, making it challenging to visualize dimensions beyond those we experience daily. Think of it like this. If you were a flat, two-dimensional creature living on a sheet of paper, the concept of up or down would be as alien to you as a fourth dimension is to us. It's not that these directions don't exist. It's just that you don't have the ability to perceive or interact with them. So, the fourth dimension is there, but comprehending it is a bit like trying to look at a landscape through a keyhole. We can only see a sliver of the whole picture. However, even if we can't fully grasp the fourth dimension, we can still explore it through mathematics and physics. In fact, some theories, like string theory, suggest that there could be even more dimensions out there, hidden from our perception. The fourth dimension isn't about seeing in the conventional sense. It's about expanding our understanding, pushing the limits of what we think we know about the universe. It's about accepting that there are aspects of reality that are beyond our current comprehension, yet are still waiting to be discovered. So how can we train our brains to think in four dimensions? Stay tuned as we unravel the mysteries of the fourth dimension in the upcoming scenes. To grasp the fourth dimension, we must adjust our perspective. Imagine peering through a keyhole and seeing a room beyond. You can see the entire room, but only a small part of it at a time. Now, imagine if you could see the entire room through that keyhole all at once. This is a tiny glimpse of what four-dimensional thinking might be like. Let's consider some thought experiments. Picture a two-dimensional world, a flat plane. Now, introduce a three-dimensional object, say, a sphere. To the inhabitants of this two-dimensional world, the sphere would appear as a circle, changing in size as it moves through their plane. They can't see the whole sphere at once, just as we can't see the entirety of a four-dimensional object in our three-dimensional world. But we can see slices of it, just as the two-dimensional beings see slices of the sphere. Another technique is to think about shadows. A shadow is a two-dimensional representation of a three-dimensional object. It doesn't capture all the information about the object, but it gives us a glimpse. Similarly, a three-dimensional shadow or projection can give us a glimpse of a four-dimensional object. This new perspective can dramatically alter our understanding of reality. It's like learning a new language. Once you start thinking in 4 dimensions, you begin to see the world in a completely different light. Things that seemed impossible become possible. Concepts that were once abstract become tangible. It might sound mind-boggling, but that's the beauty of it. 4-dimensional thinking pushes the boundaries of our imagination. It challenges us to step outside our comfort zone and view the world from a radically different vantage point. And remember, this isn't about discarding our 3-dimensional perspective. It's about adding an extra layer to it, an extra dimension. It's about enhancing our perception, not replacing it. Now that we've dipped our toes into the 4th dimension, let's delve deeper. So, how does thinking in 4 dimensions change our reality? It's a bold question, isn't it? But it's one that we must explore if we're to fully grasp the implications of 4-dimensional thinking. Imagine a world where we're no longer bound by the constraints of linear time. Instead, we can perceive the past, present, and future as one interconnected whole. It's akin to viewing a movie in its entirety, from start to finish, at a single glance. This is the power of 4-dimensional thinking. It allows us to perceive time as a spatial dimension, adding a depth to our understanding that 3-dimensional thinking simply can't provide. Now let's consider space. We're used to thinking of space in terms of length, width, and height. But what if we introduced a 4th spatial dimension? Suddenly we're dealing with hypercubes and tesseracts, concepts that seem alien and abstract. However, with 4-dimensional thinking, these become comprehensible, tangible even. We begin to see space in a new light, and our understanding of the universe expands. But the implications of 4-dimensional thinking go beyond just time and space. It also stands to fundamentally alter our understanding of other key concepts. Take, for example, the nature of reality itself. With 4-dimensional thinking, we can begin to comprehend multiple realities existing simultaneously. Each decision we make could potentially create a branching path, leading to an entirely different reality. And what about our understanding of self? With a 4-dimensional perspective, we can conceive ourselves not as static beings, but as 4-dimensional entities that stretch from our birth to our death, with every moment of our lives existing simultaneously. It's a mind-bending concept, isn't it? Now, some of you might be wondering, what's the point of all this? Surely it's all just theoretical. Well, not quite. There are some very practical benefits to thinking in 4 dimensions. It can help us solve problems in mathematics and physics that are otherwise intractable. It can also enhance our creativity by enabling us to think outside the box, or rather outside the cube. Furthermore, 4-dimensional thinking can help us develop a deeper understanding of ourselves and the universe. It can lead us to profound insights about the nature of existence. After all, as the saying goes, the map is not the territory. By expanding our mental map to include 4 dimensions, we're getting a more accurate representation of the territory that is reality. Let's take a moment to look at some real-world applications. From science to philosophy, the 4th dimension has profound implications. So let's delve into some real-world applications where this 4-dimensional thinking can revolutionize our understanding. Let's kick things off with physics. Now, physics is no stranger to the concept of dimensions. In fact, it thrives on it. The 4th dimension, time, is already a crucial part of Einstein's theory of relativity. But imagine the possibilities when we extend this thinking beyond time. We could potentially unravel the mysteries of the universe, from understanding the elusive dark matter to perhaps even cracking the code on time travel. Next up, we have computer science. You might be thinking, how does a field so rooted in binary code have anything to do with the 4th dimension? Well, here's the thing: algorithms. Many algorithms, especially those used in data processing and artificial intelligence, are designed to handle multidimensional data. Thinking in 4 dimensions can help programmers design more efficient algorithms, optimize data storage, and potentially unlock new frontiers in AI development. Now let's take a philosophical turn. You see, philosophy has always been about questioning and understanding the nature of our existence. By embracing a 4-dimensional perspective, philosophers can challenge and reshape our understanding of reality. It could lead to a paradigm shift in how we perceive ourselves and the world around us. Imagine a world where we don't just perceive things as they are in the present, but also as they were in the past, and as they could be in the future. Quite a mind bender, isn't it? But it's not just these fields that can benefit from thinking in 4 dimensions. Urban planners could use it to design more efficient and sustainable cities. Psychologists could leverage it to gain a deeper understanding of the human mind. Even artists could utilize this perspective to create stunning, thought-provoking works of art. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. The potential applications of four-dimensional thinking are virtually limitless. From healthcare to environmental science, from economics to astrophysics, every field stands to gain from this perspective. By thinking in four dimensions, we are not just transcending our perception of space and time. We are also opening up a world of possibilities. A world where we can unravel the complex tapestry of our universe, make groundbreaking discoveries, and perhaps even redefine the very nature of our existence. In essence, the fourth dimension is not just an abstract concept confined to the realms of science fiction or theoretical physics. It is a key that can unlock new doors of understanding, a lens that can bring the unseen into focus. As we have seen, the fourth dimension is more than just a concept. It's a tool for understanding our complex universe. We have journeyed through dimensions, but what does it all mean for us? This question brings us to the culmination of our odyssey through the realms of perception and dimensionality. We've dived deep into the mysteries of the fourth dimension, unraveled the complexities of four-dimensional thinking, and explored its implications and real-world applications. Now, let's tie together the threads of this fascinating tapestry. In our exploration of the fourth dimension, we discovered that it's not a realm of the physical, but a realm of the mental. It's a concept that transcends the three-dimensional world we're familiar with, offering a broader perspective that encompasses time, space, and all possible outcomes. This understanding in itself can shift our perception of reality. As we ventured into the realm of four-dimensional thinking, we found that it's not just about comprehending the fourth dimension. It's about embracing it as a tool for understanding the world around us. By thinking in four dimensions, we can envision scenarios that are beyond the scope of three-dimensional thinking. We can imagine the unimaginable and conceive the inconceivable. The implications of four-dimensional thinking are profound. It can transform the way we approach problems, make decisions, and interpret the world. It can help us see the bigger picture, anticipate the future, and navigate the complexities of the present. It's not just a new way of thinking, but a new way of seeing, understanding, and engaging with reality. The real-world applications of four-dimensional thinking are as diverse as they are profound. From physics and mathematics to philosophy and art, its influence pervades every field. It can help scientists unravel the mysteries of the universe, artists create works that defy conventional perceptions, and philosophers explore the depths of human existence. It's a tool that can open doors to new realms of knowledge, creativity, and insight. But what does all this mean for you? Simply put, thinking in four dimensions can change your reality. It can broaden your perspective, enhance your understanding, and empower you to engage with the world in new and exciting ways. It's not just about seeing the world differently, but about experiencing it differently. So, as we conclude our journey, I encourage you to continue exploring the concept of four-dimensional thinking. Apply it to your own life. Use it as a tool to navigate the challenges you face, make better decisions, and gain a deeper understanding of the world around you. Remember, the fourth dimension is not a realm to be feared, but a realm to be embraced. In the end, as we rewire our perception, we realize that reality is not just about what we see. It's about how we perceive. It's about the dimensions we're willing to explore, the perspectives we're willing to embrace, and the realities we're willing to create. Remember, reality is not just what we see, it's also about how we perceive. So dare to perceive differently and your reality will change.